Today we're going to do a comparison of the Motorola X versus the all-new iPhone 5S. And basically both of these devices are really good devices, and they're really comparable. However, they both have their really positive attributes, as well as features that we wish they would add to them. So first of all, when you compare the two, I think the Motorola X actually has a better screen size. So I mean, it's got a bigger screen to it, and the resolution-wise, they're almost the same. This is like 316 ppi for the Motorola X, and it's about 326. So I mean, in terms of actual resolution, I mean, it's near as no difference. However, in terms of using them, they're both really snappy. I mean, the iPhone 5S uses a 64-bit Apple A7 chipset, and as you can see, it's a really snappy experience. It's really fast. Everything, the swipes, the gestures, everything is really smooth on it. Web browsing, checking your emails, absolutely everything is really fast on how it works. As you can see. But the cool thing is the iPhone 5S is just still an iPhone. I mean, it's a really good iPhone. It's got a good camera. But the Motorola X is like a new paradigm shift in mobile computing. I mean, first of all, when you pick it up, look at this. I mean, it's got this active display that, when I pick it up, the screen just kind of like turns on, and I can swipe to, unlock it. And I mean, the thing about it is it's got all these amazing features. For instance, there's things on here like, when I leave it upside down like this and I want to check my phone, you go to active notifications, so if any notifications come up, it'll just pop up on the screen here. And then there's other things like this twist-up camera. So like if I have the phone and take it out of the pocket, I just twist my wrist like this, and you see the camera just pops up, and I can take pictures right there. And when you take pictures, they're genuinely good pictures in wide angle. So like you just tap the screen, you can just take a picture. You just tap it, and you can get a picture with the iPhone. I mean, not with the iPhone, the Motorola X, and it takes really solid images. Also, what I really like about this is it's one of the snappiest phones I've ever used. This is genuinely like stock Android, and it's super fast. I mean, it's actually a joy to use it. I enjoy using this phone more than any other phone that I have. I have the Galaxy S3, iPhone 5S, and Motorola X, and the Motorola X is the most proper phone I've used. And this phone in particular is running on Republic Wireless, which is all that much more better because this is a $25 a month unlimited plan. And the cool thing about Republic Wireless is it's hybrid calling. So it routes the calls, text messages, and data all through Wi-Fi, and it just switches over to the Sprint or Verizon for data when you're out of Wi-Fi. And the call handoff is seamless on this device as well. I mean, it's just absolutely one of the best devices that I've ever used. It's just such a snappy experience, and even for gaming, it's really good. I mean, you can look at Modern Combat 4, which is probably one of the most graphically intense games. I have that game on both devices, on both the Motorola X and the iPhone 5S. But I mean, it is so smooth. The graphics are insane, and there's a lot of screen real estate when you actually want to play the games on here. So I mean, as you can see here, everything loads pretty quickly. I mean, you can just see how the gaming is on here. You go on campaign. Let's continue. I mean, just look at how good. I really think these modern mobile smartphones are approaching the point where consoles are at some point going to become irrelevant in a few years because you could just stream this to your TV. I mean, just look at the quality of the games. I mean, it's genuinely good quality, as you can see. Now let's move on to the iPhone. The iPhone 5S is a typical iPhone. It's got an amazing camera on it, at least. You can use the camera, and it's got this two-tone flash, so it makes the images look a lot more natural when you take a picture. But then again, I mean, it feels like an iPhone. It feels no different. I mean, the screen is probably one of the best screens on any mobile device. I mean, it just looks so sharp and clean, and it's always nice and bright. And the battery life is pretty decent on both devices. I mean, the iPhone's good. The Motorola X actually claims to have a 24-hour battery life, and this one actually charges really fast. But not only that, it also lasts like all day. I mean, this is the first device that I can use comfortably all day, and I don't actually have to worry about the battery too much because it does a really good job. It's got this X8 chipset, and I mean it just lasts all day. Whereas the iPhone, you charge it up, it charges really quickly, but it'll probably get through a day depending upon how you use it. But I mean, I don't think it's as good as the Motorola X. I mean, the Motorola X is just a far better device, and it really genuinely gives the iPhone a run for its money. So I mean, I really feel like there's a lot of innovation going on at Motorola, and as well as the fact that this one's available on Republic Wireless, which gives you probably one of the best plans that you can get. And I've been using this for well over a month, and I mean, I think this is genuinely the best phone I've ever used. In fact, I even test my own app on your Circle Plus Payments to accept credit card payments, which we're launching on both platforms. And I mean, on Android, it runs really good on here. You put a $12, you push pay, you can scan your credit card, and you can accept a credit card payment right there, point of sale. And I mean, it works brilliantly. Everything is fast. It's snappy. I mean, it's just one of the best device I think that's available on the market right now. So I think what, go ahead and see how both devices are, and then play with them both. But I think at the end of the day, you'll find, like, if you like Apple, you'll probably stick to the iPhones. If you like Android, I think in terms of Android, compared to my Galaxy, compared to anything else, this is by far the Motorola X, I think, is the future of Android devices. I think the innovations that they've put in here really put it at the top of the game. And I think if you're considering an Android phone, this is definitely the best phone on the market. There's no doubt in my mind that this is the best phone. I mean, it just runs so smooth and clean. It's genuinely, when you play with this phone, once you get used to it, it's a pleasure to use it. You actually enjoy using this phone, and it just feels so good in your hand. I mean, the size is just perfect. It fits in your hand. It's not too much bigger than an iPhone. It's a really light phone. It's built extremely durable. I mean, it's a genuinely good phone. I like the fact that it's really simple. There's no buttons on the front. You don't have to even push that home button anymore. Every time you pick it up, this active display just pops up, when it's been sitting there for a while when you want to use it. Or you can always push it aside and turn it on. So I mean, it's just a real pleasure to use. So go ahead and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching.